안녕하세요 여러분. Hello everyone, I am Maribel. Thank you for coming back for another video. This video is going to be a little tip and resource that helped me discover more of the things that I liked and find and discover different places, locations, parts of culture I would have never discovered if I did not utilize these tips and tricks. So today we're going to talk about social media. I know social media has always had this terrible stigma on how it might, I don't know, rot your brain, or it's just terrible for mental health, and it's terrible in so many ways just because when in the wrong hands, social media can do damage. But today I want to tell you about all the positive aspects in social media and how social media helped me do so much and discover so many places just wherever I went and wherever I don't know, any interests I had. Let's get into the video. Okay, so my first thing that I have to praise, I probably would have to say that my favorite social media platforms are, in order, Pinterest, Instagram, YouTube. Let's name those three as my top three. Pinterest, I just feel like as a creative I am inspired, and it's a great platform to share your work if you are an aspiring artist. Aside from that, I think Pinterest is an amazing resource. It just provides so much information on pretty much anything that you're looking for and anything that you are interested in. In my case, I used Pinterest in a specific occasion when I was in South Korea looking for things to do during this long holiday that I knew everything would be closed in Korea. So I took it to Pinterest and boy, did Pinterest deliver results. I'd been interested in going to the Iwa mural village, and while I researched, I found that it was an amazing location. I found so many blogs connected to like pictures that told me why Haewa was a perfect area to visit and during Chuseok, just because yes, it's outdoor, there's parks, it's like one of the places you have to see. I also took it upon Instagram to check out what the sites of Haewa and the Iwa mural village were, just to make sure that we didn't miss the key locations that we set out to look for. So just to not miss those little details and see what was around that area, just to get familiarized with that specific area. I used Instagram and the location features, typed in Haewa, typed in Iwa mural village, and I found so many results, and I was able to suggest these places to the friends I took with me. And it was so interesting because they would always ask, how did you find this place? Like, how did you do that? I'm like, guys, it's called research, and I use social media as my main source of research. So I was really proud with my skills. All those years of stalking boys on Instagram pay for good. As far as another reason why Pinterest is amazing, I think that Pinterest is just a very diverse platform that offers information on cooking, lifestyle, travel. You can find pretty much anything on it.
If you are a struggling college student or a struggling student, a struggling foreigner, I think you will find a lot of other struggling people online through blogs, through pictures, people that understand what you're going through on this platform that is filled with information from literally every corner in the world except China now, because China has banned Pinterest.
Moving on, I think I want to highlight how Instagram has been the source of so many of the, I don't know, amazing experiences I've had. Like, Instagram is one of the social medias I spent my most time on. And like, Instagram's one of the best resources that amongst the social medias that I mentioned that I stumbled across on. I think that specific features on Instagram make it such a great tool to just find out a little more about locations you're traveling to, locations that you want to travel to, locations that surround you. As far as restaurants and just finding a place to eat, see what the hype around wherever you are is, and check out Instagram, check out the location that you're at. And I think when it comes to Instagram, keywords, key locations are super important on how to use Instagram as a resource. I lived in a residential / university area. I actually lived in Hwangsimni near Hanyangdaehakyo, which was Hanyang University. As many people know it, Hanyang is actually a really great university, and they had Hwangsimni as part of the Hanyang like student life type of feel area, which was super amazing. Just like Korea University had Annam, Hanyang University had Hwangsimni, and I was in love where I lived. I loved it so much. I actually commuted to school, so for me, previous to going to Korea, I had to know what I was getting into, what my commute was going to be like, where I was going to be living, what the area was like. So I took it to Instagram. How I love Instagram. I looked up the location of where I was going to be living. I looked up the location of the buildings in the surrounding area. I looked up the university surrounding the area where I would be living at. I just wanted to get a feel of what this location would be like, and what the things that this place had to offer me, and if it was the right place for me to be living in. I soon discovered that Google is terrible, and I really did rely on Instagram because I think people sharing pictures somehow really helped me get a feel of the whole location, and I could say I have no regrets about where I lived. I think it was exactly everything that I wanted, and going into I didn't better than what I expected. So that was one of the many ways that Instagram really helped me figure out the place I was gonna live at, like what I was gonna do in that surrounding location. I did discover a lot of events that would be happening in the city because of Instagram, and I'm like different pop-up events, different fashion events I found out because of Instagram. And I think that a lot of people were like, whoa, how'd you find out about that? And it was one of the reasons was Instagram. Instagram is just your virtual network of people that you're supposed to use as resources, supposed to find out through them what is going on and what there is to discover. So I just am a strong advocate of Instagram being a resource. While I was in Korea, I was able to attend some of the events and photograph a lot of fashion models during Seoul Fashion Week, and I owe it all to Instagram. I actually still have contacted a couple of the models that I photographed because I follow hashtags like hashtag Seoul Fashion Week. Following different types of hashtags that are related to your interest is another great way to go by finding different events that you're interested in. So I definitely encourage you to check that out. And just even the explore page could be a great resource too, just to discover new things. So I encourage you to check that out. I hate myself. Okay, do it. I mean, maybe you discover something that you didn't even know or expect of the place that you're living in because you haven't checked that out. I think that pretty much wraps up what Instagram is and the ways that you can use it as a resource. There's so many different features that can be beneficial.
So unfortunately, the internet
introductory footage to this was lost. I don't know what happened to it. It just disappeared, but it's talking about YouTube. It's really difficult to relate to American YouTubers, but it was only until I discovered Latin YouTubers that expressed their concerns and showed their different lifestyles on the internet on how they just lived in Korea. It was when I finally found, it was more like I was looking for that personal chat with someone that was genuinely expressing what they thought about their experience in Korea and what they were doing and the things and the crazy things that you don't imagine living in your own country in comparison to how it is in Korea. So I thought that was incredibly interesting and I became a fan. So I can say that I use at least 7 different types of South Korean Latin YouTubers to learn about just, I don't know, their experience in Korea and how maybe I could take some tips and what I can do to make my time in Korea the most successful possible. And I think I did that pretty well. I experienced so much, I did so much, and I think I owe it to the preparation of, by the tips that a lot of those influencers did offer me. I think we all use social media more negative than positive ways, but I want to encourage you to find a positive way to use social media as a resource as it is pretty much intended to. Use the internet for good, not bad, guys. Ugh. And I think that's it. Oh, make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment on anything that you want me to make a video on. Maybe there's something that you want to learn about my personal experience. I shared some bits of it here and there and throughout my other videos, but if you want to know something specific, let me know. Let me know. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Bye!